Chargers, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Spencer. Welcome to another episode of Wrsn.
Just last week, Mr. Spencer conducted the Psych Fair. 1 week full of all kinds of interesting psychological facts, demonstrations, and experiments. Let's see inside the mind of Mr. Spencer and learn a little more about what went on behind the scenes.
And how psyched were you for Psych Week?
This year it was kind of a catch-22 in that this is the first year we did Psych Week. With the COVID precautions, we couldn't be in person and do what we normally do. Last, I think, 8 years, we've done the Psych Fair, where we take one of the larger rooms and we set up several booths where students can come in during lunch and get some hands-on activities, try out some psychology experiments and different concepts and enjoy that time and spread information about psychology in general.
All right. And would you say it went well? Like, did it go to plan?
Yeah, I think we had a good attendance at each one of the events, and students were there asking questions and getting information. And so I think it went well enough that back to normal next year, hopefully. I might incorporate some of the ideas we did this year into next year and maybe continue a Psych Week instead of just a 2-day psychology fair, even if we are back in person.
Okay. And how was the turnout? Was it a lot of students or just a few?
There was several students per day. I think some days we had in the 30s, sometimes in the 40s. So that was pretty good, sometimes in the 20s. For the situation we're in and the different choices students have during lunch, even especially if they're at home, we were pleased with the turnout.
What was your favorite part of the event?
Favorite part of the event? It'd probably have to be two things. One is that every event was planned by the club officers and those that are interested in joining Psi Alpha, which is the honor society. So from being very hands-on as a sponsor in previous years, this year was very nicely done by all the officers and members, and that I kind of just got to sit back and watch them put it together and put it all together. And the other favorite part had to be the Tuesday activity when I got to dissect a sheep brain live for students to see. This is responsible primarily for balance and coordination. And in humans, and I would guess in sheep also.
Awesome. One last question. Why do you host Psych Fair? What's behind it?
Okay, so when we first started the psychology club, I think 10 years ago, we decided we wanted to have some kind of event that would promote psychology in general, but more specifically the psychology courses here at Suncoast. We'd heard a lot of students in the past say that they didn't even really know we had psych classes and what they were about and what psychology was about. So we started the Psych Fair and now the Psych Week in an effort to promote psychology in general, but also promote the psychology classes here at Suncoast.
Well, consider my mind's blown. We really hope everyone enjoyed this year's Psych Fair.
Speaking of the psyche, what kept you sane during quarantine? For most students, the answer is games. We are back with Ethan to tell us more about the games that kept us going through this year.
The sandbox genre of video games can create interactive experiences where players explore a dense world at their own pace. The sense of freedom and exploration granted in sandbox games allows a world with limited boundaries but unlimited possibilities of enjoyment for those who want to have fun in an open environment. One of the best-selling games of all time, Minecraft, has seen a resurgence in the past few years, with players coming back to play with friends or to check out the new features. Spanning multiple platforms, game modes, and mod support for the Java edition, Minecraft hosts a sprawling community that only continues to grow. I spent time exploring Minecraft on my own. Here was what my adventure entailed. I spawned into my world in survival mode, traveling to see if I can find any places of interest. After swimming through the ocean waters and climbing through the vast jungle, I stumbled upon a village occupied by villagers. Here, I gathered material from their chests, slept in one of the villagers' beds, and went off to explore a bit. Minecraft is one of the few games where anyone can hop in and find something to take away. It can be a calming experience to free roam or a PvP battle to the death. There are no rules to how you play Minecraft. I'll personally stick to my favorite sandbox games though. I like structure to my worlds. This has been Ethan Ha for Wrsn. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Ethan. Spencer, have you heard what today is?
Yeah, today is National Peanut Butter Lovers Day, a day that would be nuts not to appreciate on the show. Here's Amanda incorporating it into her baking of chocolate peanut butter oatmeal.
Make baked chocolate chip peanut butter oatmeal. Use 1/2 cup of oats, half of a banana, an egg, 1 tablespoon of syrup, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a sprinkle of salt, 1/4 cup of milk, vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, half a cup of chocolate chips. Blend it all together. Preheat the oven to 350 and put it in for 10 minutes. I decided to add honey on top and then more chocolate chips. Happy Peanut Butter Lovers Day, and thank you for watching this TikTok inspired dish. Let's make this buttery smooth transition into birthdays. Happy birthday, Chargers!
That's all for today, Chargers. I'm Spencer.
And I'm Amanda.
And we hope you enjoyed today's episode of WRSN.